what I do now is I manage the Coalition DJs. The Coalition DJs are the premier record breakers in the country. These guys are the strip club DJs here in Atlanta that work at Magic City, that everybody knows about, Onyx, Strokers, Pinups, Kamal, Stilettos. These guys, the records that these guys play are what's picked up by Atlanta radio, by DJs regionally and nationwide. So we have really built a reputation for cracking out the next stars, the YCs, the Migos, the Jeezys, the Shawty Lows, the Futures, the Rich Homie Quans. What my guys play kind of dictates what's hot here in the city, and the city is so hot and become a hotbed for new music and new artists. It's like everybody looks at Atlanta to say, okay, well, if it's coming out of Atlanta, it must be legit. So, you know, if my guys are on the record, that record's going somewhere. So, you know, that's been really exciting because I met these guys when I worked for Young Jeezy. You know, I worked Jeezy's records through these guys before they were even a crew. They were all individual DJs at individual clubs, and some of them knew each other, some of them didn't, some of them had relationships, but for the most part, they were individual guys. So I found myself going to each individual club every night trying to build relationships with these guys. So once I left Jeezy and started doing my own thing, you know, one of the first things that I did was get with Big X, and I'm like, yo, like, you guys should be a crew. Like, DJ crews were hot at the time. You had affiliates, you had Hitmen, you had Legion of Doom, you had Super Friends. Core DJs, of course, were established at that point, but the strip club DJs didn't really have a crew or a coalition of guys that you could collectively go to in an organized fashion. And, you know, they were receptive to it. So we just kind of started from there with 4 DJs, and now we had 10, and we're booming right now. Business is good. Well, I'll tell you that. Let's start off. I started out wanting to be an artist. I actually got into the game wanting to be Nate Dogg. I thought he was just the most incredible thing in the world. I was like, man, you can sing and curse. I thought that was incredible. So I kind of got in wanting to be an artist. And the studio that we used to record at, which is, it ain't Hot Beats, it's next door to Hot Beats. I don't know what it is now, but there's a guy by the name of Jason McPhee who was at Meta Music Studios with Calfani and all the guys. And Jason was the one that introduced me into marketing. Jason was like, you know, you're real personable, you're good with people, you should be the one that goes and talks on the behalf of you and your guys to the DJs, to the radio people, and kind of handle it from there. And at that time, I didn't know anything about it. I just knew that I wasn't making no money as an artist. And he was like, well, I can show you how to make money doing this. I'm like, whatever, you know, show me. Pass out some flyers, put up some posters, got a couple bucks. I'm like, I want to do this. You know, this is where the money is, you know, apparently, because I was making no money as an artist, and honestly and truthfully, I didn't even know that you could make money by not being an artist. I had no idea at that time that there was money to be made doing something else other than being on stage. So I kind of took my cue from him and just kind of ran with it from there.